Hi guys, I'm in my backyard right now and it's very hot. I kind of wanted to talk about relationships today, but more specifically relationships that aren't really serving me. Um, I think I can just see a pattern, and it's not with everyone obviously, but I feel like this pattern of either like feeling like I really need or want someone, like, or it's the opposite where like I don't feel like, I guess it's not the opposite, but like I don't need or want them, but like I crave attention from them, even though like I don't really have an interest of, I don't really like, I'm not interested in pursuing like a connection with that person. I feel like pretty much what it comes down to is a lack of self-love and feeling like I need to have love from some outside source. I feel like anytime there's not really an equal exchange, like I'm giving energy and they're giving it back, or like I'm giving love and they're giving it back, I feel like if there's not like an equal exchange, it's probably not the healthiest relationship, at least for me. And I feel like I've been in a couple situations like that, and it's really hard to let go of them sometimes. I'm just thinking of like a more recent relationship where I like really cared about this person and got super attached, but when they leave, it's like a piece of me got like I don't know, it's like I don't feel whole anymore if that person leaves, or I just feel like I need them in my life to keep being happy, or I don't know. But yeah, I just feel like that comes from a place of like lack in myself, where I feel like I can't be there fully for myself. Even though I can, it just takes time to like cultivate that love inside myself. So I'm learning, and then but I also feel like I've been on the side of relationships where it's like I don't really like want that person. It's just like I really crave that type of attention, like where they're giving me attention all the time and I take it and I'm like, oh yeah, this is so great, but it's like I'm not giving anything back, so it's just like not a fair situation. Yeah, I just feel like if there's not being an equal exchange, like it's just probably not a healthy relationship. And I feel like if I'm super detrimenting someone by like taking all their energy, or like the opposite, like where I'm just giving all my energy and all my love and I'm not getting anything in return, I just feel like I need to cut it off, because how is that going to help me grow? It's probably not. I feel like every relationship helps you grow it in some way, just because like you are going to learn from that person. Like I feel like even my hard relationships, like the reason that they're so hard, like, is just so that I grow, and that like I gain self-confidence from those things, and I gain the love for myself to just be like, no more, dude. Like, sorry, I feel like I'm going all over the place, but right now I'm talking about like in a relationship where I'm giving and giving and not getting anything in return. Like, I feel like at a point I'm kind of realizing like, oh, I can't do this because it's like hurting myself. Like, why would I do that? I need to stop talking for a second and think, because I feel like I'm like going in very random places. But I feel like pretty much what I'm getting to is like, if there's an unequal exchange of energy or an unequal exchange of love, or you feel like you're not getting the love or energy that you deserve, I feel like it's okay to like cut that relationship off if you want to. if it's not serving you. Another thing I was thinking about was like something that I was thinking of. I need to learn how to talk. Okay, so so an experience that I had recently was that I got really close to a certain person, and I feel like they had kind of like not a lot of people in their life that loved them, and they just were, I feel like they were just kind of alone, and I had so much love for this person, but again, like I wasn't getting that in return. I wasn't getting things back, and I feel like for a little bit of time it's okay to like help, obviously love people who need love, but I was just like spending all my time with this person, and because I love them a lot, but I feel like it just dragged me down and down and down, and I feel like part of me was there because I felt really attached to him, but I also felt this like need to be there to love him because there's no one else there to love him. But I'm just like coming to realize that like my love, like I feel like it affects him positively for the time being, like when I'm in the presence of this person, but when I leave it's gone because they don't have it inside of themselves. So like how would they be able to hold on? I don't know, because I'm thinking about like with me when I'm feeling really shitty, like people can tell me all the positive things that they want to tell me and be so loving to me and be so kind to me, but if in my heart I feel like shit and I think I'm like doing horrible and I just don't feel like a good person, like those things straight up just deflect off of me, and I just feel like I barely feel it and I can't absorb it because my heart isn't open to those things because I'm literally shutting it off myself. So I just feel like for this person it's like of course I'm there and loving them and it probably feels good in the moment, but once I leave, like they probably still feel unloved and things like that because they're not accessing that point themselves. Like they're not loving themselves deeply. So like I could keep going back to this relationship and trying to love them and trying to get them to see and trying to get them to like pay attention to the like themselves and love themselves, but I feel like I can't. Like there's no way that I can make them access their heart, you know? But yeah. And I feel like another thing is I feel like I can sometimes hang out with, I feel like people that aren't the greatest for me just because I literally like feel better about myself when I'm hanging out with people that like don't really give a shit about themselves or don't really do things for themselves or like are just seem to be like a little bit more negative. I feel like it literally like boosts my self-confidence because I feel like I am like doing better than them and have my shit more together, and it just makes me feel better, which is, I don't honestly like saying that out loud because it sounds kind of like, I don't know, that sounds just like shitty. But I know that's something that I do. But yeah, I feel like all relationships, like, I'm trying to think. I feel like all the relationships I have that aren't like beneficial on both sides, it usually comes from like a lack of self-worth and self-love in me, where I feel like I need something outside to make me feel better. But I feel like when I reach for those things, it almost makes it worse or something. I don't know, because I always do have to go back to myself, and these little grasps of attention and these little like things that make me feel a little bit better and these people that make me feel a little bit better, it only helps for like that little bit of time that I'm with them, because I go back to myself and I'm still not okay in my heart. So yeah, I feel like I've had a lot of experiences with like relationships that are not serving me, or probably are not serving the other people that are with me. But I'm working on it. And I really want to love myself and like be completely okay by myself and love myself more than anyone else, so that I can just, I don't know, just so I can like fully love people and love myself and not have such crazy attachments. Yeah. I feel like this was like in 20 million different places, but I don't know. Yeah, but I feel like I'm doing a lot better, and I feel like I'm manifesting a lot of people who resonate with me more and I can really actually connect with, and it's like an equal exchange instead of like one giving way more than the other person. Like I feel like I'm getting a lot better. Yeah, I just feel like I don't know, I just feel like I've always had pretty shitty self-worth, like pretty much, I don't know, for a long time. So I always would obviously manifest these situations where I feel needed or wanted, or the other way around, where I really need and want someone. I feel like I'd be manifesting those all the time just because I feel like shit and I'm looking for something outside of myself to make me feel better. So obviously those situations are going to come to me. And it is challenging, I feel like, to step outside of that and like actually try to make relationships with people who you feel like you could benefit from. At least I should say me, because I feel like for me to like reach for people that I feel like are really like high vibe people, or like really loving, or like someone I would just get along with really well, I feel very scared, because I always have this fear that I'm just not going to be liked, I'm going to get rejected, I'm going to annoy someone. And it's scary, but I feel like I need to start doing it now, like trying to connect with people who I resonate with more now, because when else am I gonna do it? Like I could just keep staying in shitty relationships and keep reaching for, I don't know. But what it comes down to, I feel like, is that I just have to really love myself more, and love myself more than anyone else. And love myself the most, yeah. And yeah, I'm working on it. Anyways, if you listen to this whole thing, thank you for listening to me ramble for 13 minutes. Okay, well, I'll probably make more videos soon. Maybe they'll be a little more organized than this, but see you later.